Welcome to the ECS Virtual Intern Fair Preparation Workshop. My name is Andrea Crosdale-Woodwike, and I'm an internship coordinator with Jonsson Career Services. The Jonsson Career Services office and its services are available for all ECS students. The JCS office is located in ECS South 2.502, the Student Services Suite. If you have any questions about JCS, please contact your internship coordinator. In this workshop, we will discuss the steps that you will need to take in order to register for virtual internship and career fairs on Handshake, the different types of sessions offered by companies, and the best ways to prepare yourself for fairs and recruiting events. We'll also address some frequently asked questions. In order to register for virtual internship or career fairs, students must have a Handshake account. Every active student and alumni has access to Handshake. You already have an account. You just need to log in with your Net ID and password in order to access it. Your account privacy setting must be set to community before you can participate in the fair. To update your privacy settings, please click on your initials in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and from the drop-down menu, click Settings and then scroll to Privacy. You will see 3 privacy options, and you need to make sure that you have Community selected. Step 1, after logging into Handshake, navigate to the Events tab at the top of the home page. Step 2, select Career Fair at the top of the page and scroll down, sort by date, and then scroll down to find the event that you would like to register for. Click on that events page. Step 3, on the event page, click the purple Register button that is on the right-hand side. Follow the prompts on screen to complete your registration. Now that you're registered for the fair, you can begin signing up for company sessions. Once you have registered for the fair, you will see the different companies and the available sessions. There are 2 different types of sessions. Companies can offer one-on-one sessions, which are 10-minute video calls between you and a recruiter. You will get the chance to introduce yourself and to talk to the recruiter about opportunities at the company and to ask any questions that you might have. Group sessions are 30 minutes in length and will feature at least one representative from the company. You can expect that there will be multiple other students in the group sessions, and it is up to the company to determine the maximum number of participants that can join these meetings. These sessions are typically informational in nature. After registering for the fair itself, scroll down the page to see a list of the companies that are attending, and under each company, you will see the available one-on-one and group sessions. Click on your desired session and follow the prompts to register. After you register, the sessions should populate on the fairs page below the banner underneath where the section will say your schedule. When you click on one-on-one or group sessions, scroll down to view the employer's information and learn more about what types of jobs they're hiring for and what type of candidates they're hoping to see. For example, you can look to see if they're hiring for your degree for your major, your degree, or your work authorization status. To prepare yourself for the intern fair, you should attend a JCS technical resume workshop. Then, if needed, you can email your JCS internship coordinator in order to schedule time for a resume critique. You should make sure to update your Handshake profile. Be sure to upload the most current version of your resume and to complete all the sections of your profile and ensure that your student information, your major, degree, graduation date, etc., all of that is accurate. If it is not accurate, please contact your internship coordinator. Research the company and the industry. You want to know the basics about the company and or its product. Be sure that you fully understand what the company does, as it will make your session more informative. It may also be helpful to review the company's mission statement and its values. If the company session doesn't provide the information, you can search the employer on Handshake to look at the positions that they have advertised. Understanding the job description for the position or the positions that you're interested in will help you to determine what skills are necessary for the position. Do you have those skills? What from your resume is applicable? And then you would create your stories based on your experiences. Our office has many intern and career fair preparation resources on our website that I'll show you at the end of this presentation. Tell me about yourself is the most commonly asked first question in most recruiting situations, such as an interview or at a career fair. It's almost always the icebreaker question, so there is no excuse for not being prepared. You want to give a pitch rather than rehashing your entire history. Don't just recite your resume. However, keeping your answers professional shouldn't stop you from explaining why you're passionate about your work or this company, because injecting some passion into your answer, if you feel comfortable doing so, can be beneficial. To help keep yourself on track when answering this question, use the past, present, future formula. So talk a little bit about your current position. You're a student, so perhaps mention a big accomplishment, then give some background as to your relevant experience. To finish, end with why you want and would be perfect for this role or for this company. Be sure to be brief and to limit your response to your professional versus personal experience. In preparing for recruiting events, both in person and for virtual fairs, be sure to dress professionally. You want to dress modestly, be well groomed, and exhibit good hygiene. This is your chance to make a good first impression, and you want it to be a professional one. For virtual sessions, you want to be ready a few minutes early, especially if you have a one-on-one session. Have a copy of your resume handy and something that you can take notes with. When you're preparing for a virtual fair, choose a spot where you can control your surroundings. Minimize interruptions, but take them in stride if they happen. Address it rather than trying to talk over it. Or if there's a high likelihood that an interruption is likely during your meeting, you can mention it at the beginning. Use natural light from a window and face your lighting source and check for glare. Make adjustments to lighting to avoid glare from eyeglasses or jewelry if possible. You want to place your camera straight ahead of you, not to the side. If you must use your phone, you should prop it up to the correct height and angle using books. Clear your space of everything except for a copy of your resume, as a notepad, and something to drink. Practice with a friend or a family member to test your audio, lighting, check for distractions, check body languages and gestures. You want a simple background with no distractions. Use a headset to help prevent echoes. Your head and shoulders should be visible, so you want to sit with about 10 to 20% of the screen above your head being visible. Do not lean into the camera. You want to be sure that you smile and nod to show that you're listening, so that nonverbal feedback is important. Even though it's virtual, still dress professionally, just as you would for an in-person interview. Dressing professionally will not only make a good first impression, but it helps to put you in the correct frame of mind and boosts confidence. In addition, when you're preparing for virtual interviews, in addition to the practical aspects like checking your lighting and your chair height and ensuring a clean and clear background, you'll want to test your internet connection beforehand. If you're able to avoid a wireless connection, that would be preferable. If you're not able to avoid, if you have to be wireless, make sure you're somewhere where you receive a really good connection. You want to sit up straight in your chair and be aware of the pace and volume of your voice. Look into or at least near the camera in order to simulate eye contact. You want to avoid the tendency to focus elsewhere on the computer screen. And if possible, adjust the camera to eye level. It should appear that you're looking uh, at the camera, not necessarily up, down, or to the side. At the end of your conversation, the recruiter may ask if you have any questions. It's helpful to have a few questions prepared in advance. This is your chance to ask about anything that wasn't covered in the session, and it will demonstrate to the recruiter that you have an interest in joining the company. So you can ask things like, what is the company and team culture like? What attributes does someone need to have in order to be successful in this position? What is the career path for an intern within this company? And what are the steps in the application process? As a reminder, you never ask about salary or benefits during an interview or in a recruiting situation. That is a conversation that should be saved until after an offer has been extended to you. Anytime you're finishing a recruiting meeting, you want to be sure that you ask how they prefer to be contacted so that you can follow up with them after the fair, just like you would after an interview, to thank them for their time. Some frequently asked questions. Are the spring 2022 internship and career fairs virtual or in person? They are all virtual. The ECS Virtual Internship Fair will be on Friday, January 28th, and there are a number of different career fairs that are available through the University Career Center. How do I engage with employers? In addition to registering for the career fair as a whole, you will be able to reserve both group sessions and individual sessions that the employer has created. Always be sure to read the information that is provided with a session because it'll include the different topics that will be discussed as well as the qualifications being sought. If you're wondering whether a particular employer is attending a fair, you're able to see the employers who are registered for the fair, and I can show you that at the end of this presentation. If you see an employer listed as an attendee, but you don't see their sessions, there could be a few things going on. Employers are in charge of creating their own schedules. So if you're not seeing sessions available, it may be because you don't meet the qualifications that the employer has set for those sessions. Or it may be that either all of the sessions are already booked or possibly that the employer hasn't created their sessions yet. So even if you believe that you meet and even exceed the employer's qualifications, we are not able to sign you up manually for this. The employers set their own schedules for this. So if an employer has invited you to sign up for a session, but you can't find it, you should really get back in contact with that recruiter to get a little bit more information. Because as I said, the employers set their own schedules for this. We're not able to manually sign students up for sessions. So if all of the sessions that work with your schedule are not available, I encourage you to keep checking back. Every semester that we have had virtual career fairs, there have been employers that have added new sessions the day before and even the morning of the event itself. So please keep checking back. If there are not events, there may be still events posted as you get closer to the date. Can you share your resume with employers even if you don't register for sessions? Yes. If you're registered for the fair, employers will be able to see your resume and your handshake profile. You'll also have the opportunity to share your resume directly during one-on-one and group sessions. Is a webcam and microphone required to participate? Handshake requires that you have audio capabilities in order to participate in the fair. The use of a webcam is optional but recommended. If you're attending a one-on-one session, it really needs to be video. So phone would be preferable to having no video. Video screen on your phone would be preferable to having video if you don't have a webcam, but you should really be have some sort of visual component if you're doing one-on-one sessions. If you're having issues with Handshake, Handshake itself has some very useful guides to assist students and alumni with trouble on this. So if need be, you can pause the video to grab the link for this. This is a guide that can be really beneficial if you're having trouble with signing up for intern fairs. If you have questions about virtual fairs on Handshake, you can reach out to recruit@utdallas.edu. If you have questions about your job search, please contact your internship coordinator. Jonsson Career Services provides resume development, interview workshops, career guidance, and assistance with registration procedures. The best way to get in touch with us is via email. We're really quick to respond to students by email. We do work with students based off of the first letter of their last name. My name is Andrea Crosdale Woodwike, and I work with students whose last names begin with the letter M through Z. If your last name begins with the letter A through L, please contact our Assistant Director, Ms. Mary Ann Stewart, and our email addresses are on screen. So let me close out this presentation and I will show you how to register for the fair on Handshake. So in order to start to register for the fair, start at UTD's homepage, search for JCS or ECS internships. We are that first result. And then you can find our contact information here in the green box. Down below under resume networking and library resources and under interviewing, there are some really beneficial resources that you can refer to in order to help prepare yourself. You would access Handshake through the Handshake student login. Would log in with your net ID and password. This is what it looks like when a student logs in. If you need to change your privacy settings, you can do so by clicking on the circle with your initials in the upper right. But once you're set to community, you would go to events and then career fair, sort by date, because there are a lot of them. So you want to be able to sort by dates so that you can find what you're looking for. So choose the fair that you're interested in. You can learn more about it, what the date and the time, a little bit more about the event, and you can click here to see all of the different employers who will be attending. To register for the fair, click register and then follow through to say view employer sessions, and you can look and see what sessions are available. So when you are interested in signing up for sessions, what you would do is you would take a look at what it is. So here's a one-on-one session. These are the time frames that they have available right now. This tells you a little bit about the employer and a little bit about who they're trying to hire, who they're interested in hiring. You would click confirm in order to sign up for it. So if you're going to register for it. Once you sign up for sessions, that information will populate up here at the top underneath your sessions. So let's say you're interested in signing up for a one-on-one with L3Harris Technologies. They have a lot of different options available, and you see what types of positions they're hiring for, but maybe you want to look at the different types of jobs that they're hiring for. So what you can do is you can go to employers, and then you would search for L3Harris. So go to the employer page where you can learn more about the employer and see all of the different positions that they're hiring for. So particularly if you're signing up for one-on-one sessions, I strongly encourage you to take a look at the job postings that they have available so that you have an idea of what type of a candidate they are wanting to see. So if I go back to UT Dallas and search for JCS, get you back to the Jonsson Career Services website. If you need to contact your internship coordinator, if you have any questions, if we can help you with your job search or with your resume, you can click on the name and it will send us an email. Thank you very much for viewing this information. And if you have any questions or if we can help you in your job search, please let us know. Thank you.